Greetings, my unbelievable, limitless Bonanza V family all over the world. This is your Chief with a classy, beautiful, sexy haircut. Alright, back in QI Tower. Thank God that Malaysian government has relaxed the lockdown. So I'm so excited to be home in the QI Tower, in my office with all the photos around me. Dato Sri Vijay at the back, my mother right in front of me. So I'm blessed. And guys, this is week 21. And week 21 is the final week of the early bird of the Bonanza. What does this mean? This means Thursday and Friday, don't sleep, don't eat, don't get married, don't do anything. Focus on making sure you and your downlines qualify for the Bonanza, because the early bird, the maximum income is 15,000 US dollars of bonus. All right, the maximum. All right, so please don't miss the boat, don't miss the train, don't miss the Bonanza bus, and make sure you guys are pushing yourself big time for the last week of the early bird of the Bonanza, limitless Bonanza of QNet. Now guys, I've been speaking so much online with so many groups around the world, every night, every morning, every afternoon, with Zoom on this mobile phone from my house. I started Instagram Live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Okay, and I've been communicating much more with Dato Sri Vijay because he's at home, I'm at home, and it's an amazing to have Zoom mentoring, WhatsApp mentoring from the great one, our visionary, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwan. And after talking to him, especially the last few days, all right, he reminded me of the most important lesson he taught me. And I want to share this on this Wednesday message. You see, all of us existed before QNet. You, me, everyone around the world. We all existed before QNet. And there was a certain Pathman, a certain you, that existed before the presentation. Now that Pathman or that you had a lot of garbage in their minds, because we were surrounded not exactly by the most positive people. Nobody told us to be a millionaire. Nobody told us to find the concept of entrepreneurship and achieve financial freedom. They told us to study hard, go to work, come back home and die broke. And suddenly you came into QNet. And the minute you came into QNet, your journey began not to learn new things only, but more importantly, to unlearn all the programming, all the mindsets that have been instilled in you before QNet. Now you are saying, Chief, I have changed. I've come into QNet. I've gone through all my systems, training, 8 basic building blocks, listen to the great one, Dato Sri Vijay. I am changed. And I have observed, this is partially true, but not completely true, that a lot of people still retain a lot of negative characteristic, negative mindsets that is a spillover from your pre-QNet mindset to your post-QNet mindset, that it follows you, it latches onto you, and it doesn't want to let go. And every time I tell people that you have to change when you come into QNet, the way you live, the way you do things, the sacrifices you have to make, all right, the paradigm shifts that you continuously have to go through, and especially for the new ones. And I realize that there are few weaknesses that stick with people far stickier, far stronger, refuse to release after they come into QNet. And the first thing is belief. All right, people come into QNet, they see the presentation like you guys, you see all the potential income, and you see this bright shining light on top called max out, and people get excited. Everyone gets excited, and they said, I'm going to max out, I'm going to max out, I'm going to max out. But the question is whether you believe it is possible, whether you believe in it, whether you believe that one day your tracking center is going to max out. And I realize that many people know max out, many people want max out, but many people do not believe that it's going to happen to them. Now, I'm talking to you on this camera right now. You know what I'm talking about. Somewhere at the back of your mind, after 3 rejections, after your market had some negative media and all that, suddenly you feel deflated and you say, oh my God, can I even earn the next check? And you start to forget on that ultimate goal of max out. So here's what you're going to do on this Wednesday message. I want to reinstill that belief. I want you to wake up and smell the coffee. That you did not come into QNet to earn money to compensate for your loss of job or the job you quit when you started becoming full-time. You did not join QNet to earn a little bit of money so you can upgrade your t-shirt, your TV, your computer. You came into our organization. You came into Dato Sri Vijay's family with one purpose, that is to reach the ultimate goal. And what is that ultimate goal? Max out. It is not a myth. Alright, it is not a story, alright, from 3,000 years ago written on a lotus leaf. It is reality. Thousands of people max out every week in the QNet family. They are not smarter than you. They don't have a different comp plan. They don't belong to a better system. They just believe that every max out king and queen that I have today in our organization around the world, there is one thing they had that made it possible for them to achieve max out. It was not unique. It was not a proven system that will work. It is not a better training. It was not better uplines. It was not better access to Dato Sri Vijay and Japa, our founders. It was purely the fact, the pureness of their belief, like a child believing in their dreams, believing in their goals that one day they'll be an astronaut or a president of a country. So let me reboot your mind. Max out is possible. Max out happens every day in QNet, and max out will happen to you if you believe. It's your tracking center, 180 UV on the left, 180 UV on the right every week, and you get the maximum check, most probably at gold rank, and you can raise your rank and get even a bigger max out check. It is possible. And the first thing you have to do on this Wednesday message is, after this Wednesday message, call your upline, counsel your upline, basic building block number 7, and put a date on your max out. Because without a date, that max out is a fantasy. Without a date on max out, it simply reflects your lack of belief, your lack of commitment, your lack of understanding that it's possible. Because if it's truly possible, then a date must be there. Alright, now Dato Sri Vijay told me, Pathman, you can do it. I said, when, Dato? You can do it in a few months. He didn't say 5 years, 6 years. He said a few months. In 8 months, boom, done. Max out. And I realized today there are people maxing out in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. And they are not a better networker than you. They are simply a better believer than you. That they believe. Their cup is empty. Their heart is like a child's heart. That every dream is possible. And they chase it like a maniac. They make the sacrifice. They make the commitment. They do the work. And they achieve max out. Some of our max out kings and queens, if you see them, you won't believe. They look just like a common man and common woman. But they are believers. So the first thing you need to do on this Wednesday message is put a date on your max out. Counsel your upline. Talk to them. Now don't tell me 5 years. Don't tell me 10 years. That simply means you have lost faith in yourself. You have lost faith in the power of network marketing. The power of this company created by the great one, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran. That I want you to have a crystal clear date when you are going to max out for the first time. And then you work with your uplines to keep your max out consistent, like thousands of people around the world, guys. This is something you must do. Because without a date, without a crystal clear destination of that ultimate goal of max out, alright, you're not going to achieve it. So I am telling you as chief, as your brother, as your upline, max out belongs to you. It is written in your master plan. The minute you signed up in QNet, max out is yours. The question is when. How, you don't worry. You have enough people to guide you how to max out. There's enough videos. Alright, monkey see, monkey do. Don't ask how to max out. Answer when you are going to max out. Have the guts, have the belief, have the passion, have the faith that it's going to happen, and write down a date. Max out. Write on your mirror, max out when. And every day when you comb your hair or put makeup or whatever, you look at that date, and that date must, through some concept of osmosis, right, merge with you into every cell in your body that you believe it is going to happen, and I promise you it will. Now the second weakness that follow us, alright, from the pre-QNet to post-QNet us, is this concept of hard work. That everyone believes they're working hard. Let me tell you right now, I don't think I'm working hard enough. That means you are definitely not working hard enough. Accept that, embrace that our nature as a human, pre-QNet, post-QNet, you are still human, you haven't changed to a robot, is that laziness is a fundamental characteristic in humans. We slowly decline and be lazy, and we have spikes of hard work. Now, truly you must understand that if you want to max out, if you want to be a successful networker, if you want to be a success story in QNet and the V, if you want Dato Sri Vijay to call you on stage one day, alright, program your mind right now that you are not working hard enough. Embrace that fact that you know and I know, and our little secret, alright, that you're not working hard enough. That you can work much harder. You can do much more. Alright? And the question is, what do I do? And here I bring you to the two B's. B and B. Every activity in network marketing revolves around these two B's. One is bring, one is bill. Two B's. Bring and bill. And the biggest mistake networkers do, they don't understand the percentage of focus on these two B's. Bring and build. Bring people into the organization and build them. Bring more people, build them. Bring more. And somebody asked me, what's the formula? My formula that got me here as your chief, as your upline, alright, as a success story in network marketing industry, is a formula that you must never compromise. It is called the 80-20 rule that Dato Sri Vijay taught me. Now you got bring, you got bill. 80% of your time is focused on bring. 20% of your time is bill. The mistake a lot of people make is they love bill. Why? Training, edification. Bring is far more important. But the mistake every networker makes, including you, is you focus on building. You attend every training. You conduct training, Zoom, Skype, every day. Train in the area of build. Why? Because building feeds your ego, makes your ego bigger, but not necessarily makes your checks bigger. Alright? Because building alone 80% and bringing 20%, you will never reach max out. You have to change that ratio to 80% bring, 20% bill. And you don't even have to bill. Why? You got uplines. You got fantastic system, uplines, AVP, V Council, V Partners. You got Chief, Dato Sri, Japa, videos, VTube Plus, Zoom trainings, ISB, In the Zone, VCon, VLC, all that is the duty of the grand upline who's already maxing out to the max, who has enough time to allocate more percentage to bill. But until you max out, that percentage must never change. 80% bring, 20% bill. You need a bigger check, not a bigger ego. The bigger ego will destroy you. Now what is bring? Bring is a combination of business presentation, teaching your downlines how to do closing, closing for your downlines, activation in 48 hours, maximizing your name list, rewriting a new name list, enlarging your name list. All of this is activities around bring. So right now, evaluate your day in network marketing and tell me, please, that you are focusing 80% on bring. Because you have to bring many more people into the system and let the system build them. Some will drop out, some will fall asleep, some will quit, and some will rise and become your most powerful downlines on your left and right, which will guarantee you max out, the ultimate goal. So right now, 80% of your time, if you're not maxing out and you're watching this video, analyze your day. You got 12 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, focus on networking, focus on building. 80% of that time must be to bring and bring more and bring more and bring more. My mantra, presentación, presentación, presentación. All right? Show people how to close. Join your downlines on the Zoom call. Close for them. Reach out. Get more prospects. Increase your name list. Educate people, more importantly, that they have to activate in 48 hours. Find 2 in 48 hours from your hot list. All of this language is bringing language. Don't waste so much time on building language. Building language has been there for 100 over years in network marketing. Your power right now, your ability right now, the need of the hour, the necessity of the hour is to bring. So write on your mirror, max out date, bring 80%, bill 20%. And don't change that percentage, no matter what people tell you, until you max out. That must become your mantra. 80% bring, 20% bill. 80% bring, 20% bill. 80% bring, 20% bill. And there's enough people to support you in that 20% building. 80% is where you are empowered. You don't need extreme knowledge. You don't have to be a great speaker. You don't have to know how to train to bring people into the system. What we lack are bringers, not builders. Alright, we are the V. We have Dato Sri Vijay. We have the best builders on the planet. We need you to become an expert bringer who never gets tired, who never falls into a comfort zone, who doesn't care about rejection. I don't care. I love it. Who focuses on bringing and bringing and bringing and bringing. Because more people fed into the system, alright, will decide your max out. So on today's Wednesday message, guys, fix that date of your max out. Think carefully. Counsel your upline. Fix that date. Believe in it. Have faith in it. Make it enter every cell in your body that you deserve max out. That max out is your destiny. And then take your hours that you're focusing on your QNet business and every day measure it. It must be 80% bring, 20% bill. And don't change that percentage ratio until I see you as a max out king or max out queen. Remember, bring them.